Guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? It is time for OldSillyStick Mario Party 4 board playthroughs. You know how it is. Or maybe you don't. I don't know if you ever watched this. We're going to do another book club reading, at least until I stop feeling like doing it. Today, while we're playing Koopa's Seaside Soiree, by the way, it is February 12th, 1:38 a.m., just for the record. But anyways, I have in front of me Soren Kierkegaard's Either or, a Fragment of Life. We're going to read the Diapsalmata, I think is what it's called. We'll see how far we can get through it. But that should be pretty cool. I'll have some comments on it, or maybe I won't. And we'll see. And I might not do it the whole time. Depends on how it goes. But that's what this video is going to be, and however many videos I do this for. Koopa's Seaside Soiree, a resort map envisioned by Koopa. Let me check the audio before we get into here. Alright. Yeah, we'll do that, because we've done all the others. And so then after this, it's Bowser. And then I don't know if I'm going to do anything else, not sure. We'll see. Let me open my book. Let's get the party started indeed. Okay. Well, I guess the Diapsalmata, first it says ad se ipsum, which is Latin. Don't know what that means, and there's no end note to explain it, so I guess we'll just move on. Okay, now this, I looked at this a little bit before I started recording. There's a quote, it's in French. I'll do my best reading. Grandeur, savoir, renommée, amitié, plaisir et bien. Tu n'es que vent, que fumée, pour mieux dire, tu n'es rien. Can you believe I'm American? I know, right? Let's see. Tropical Paradise, indeed. Now I'm going to the end of the book to see what it means. Actually, I don't even need to. I can just translate it. Also, I already looked at what the translation is, but it's rank, knowledge, renown, friendship, pleasure, and means. Apparently, bien translates to means here. Not sure why. All is but wind, but smoke. Better to say all is not, although I would say all is nothing. But what do I know? Let's see, I don't want any of this stuff. Get this out of my face. Don't buy anything. Alright, do come again, I shall be waiting. Good to know. Okay. I'm reading the Penguin Classics version, by the way, if you want to follow along on your own book. Oh, what's the page number here? Gotta find it. It's, okay, page 43. Okay, here's the beginning. What is a poet? So we're beginning talking about a poet, okay? An unhappy man who hides deep anguish in his heart, but whose lips are so formed that when the sigh and cry pass through them, it sounds like lovely music. Now, how is the poet's lips formed in such a manner? Do they keep them that way? Were they born that way? Were they trained that way? I have many questions. And I guess it's the sigh and cry of an unhappy man, not just a man who's sometimes unhappy, but I guess unhappy enough so that to call him unhappy is to somehow say what his identity is. His fate is like that of those unfortunates who were slowly tortured by a gentle fire in Phalaris's bowl. Their cries could not reach the tyrant's ears to cause him dismay. To him they sounded like sweet music. Let's check the endnotes. Let's see. Since we're doing some hardcore analysis. Sometimes you shouldn't check the endnotes because it's just distracting, but we'll want to see. Okay, Phalaris, ruler of Agrigentum in Sicily from about 570 to 564 BC, is said to have kept a brazen bull in which he burnt his victims alive. Ooh. The first being the bull's inventor. Okay, that's funny. Oh, jeez. Alright. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Well, as we'll find out later, whatever I do, I'll regret. But which way would get me... Oh, I don't know because of the banana junction. But I guess either way would take me back around at some point. That has the item shop, though. That has that game. Oh, I could land on that. Where would that... Where's Orange? Oh, Orange is there. So I guess I would want... Oh, it takes me to the other side. Interesting. Let's go this way, I think. Is there... Oh yeah, and I get to pass an item shop. I'll do that. And then what happens here? I am so sorry, but the cabana is currently closed for repairs. Please come again. Okay. Alright, let's read more about this bull. I don't know how far we're gonna get through this, by the way. We're going slowly. Like something Wittgenstein said. Alright. Reeds were placed in the nostrils of the bull to turn the cries into music. Okay. Fine. Nice animal imagery, I guess. Kind of a ritual of sorts. But who's the tyrant? The tyrant's ears, I guess, is the audience. The poet's listeners are like a tyrant. Interesting power dynamic. Okay. Let's see if I can read a little more. And people flock around the poet and say, "Sing again soon." That is, may new... Oh, we're playing. Hold on. Because they love the sound of that music, but it's bad for the poets. Well, actually, it's not necessarily that the sighing is bad. It's a symptom of their unhappiness. By the way, I guess I haven't explained any of the context of either or. There's a few characters, but there's two main characters. The section I'm reading is written by the first character, known as A, who lives the aesthetic life. So, this is a very aesthetic person. They're interested in poets, so makes sense. Look, we're taking risks in this game. I'm playing it safe. But hopefully they die. Oh, actually, I might... No. Alright, this best shot is just to... Okay, wait. Oh, we're ahead? Okay, wait, just go. Nice, okay. That is, may new sufferings torment your soul, but your lips be fashioned as before, for the cry would only frighten us, but the music, that is blissful. And the critics come forward and say, that's the way, that's how the rules of aesthetics say it should be done. Of course, a critic resembles a poet to a hare, except he has no anguish in his heart, no music on his lips. So then, how does he resemble the poet? Because there seem to be the two defining features of the poet. I guess they're just crying. That's what they have. But they're sighing and crying without anguish. They just do it because they feel like it, I guess. I don't know. So I tell you, I would rather be a swineherd at Amagerborough and be understood by the swine than a poet and misunderstood by the people. Well, then go do it then. Okay, let's see. I don't think I need any of these items. Saving my cash. Don't buy anything. And then, Banana Junction. Whichever way, the bananas are to blame. Well, I'm an ape, so I should have an advantage here. Oh, look, he's charging up. Oh, I jinxed it by saying up. Oh well, okay, next section. I prefer talking with children. A little creepy, we'll see how this goes. But maybe it's not, I don't know, it could be like a J.D. Salinger type. With them, one can still hope they may become rational beings. But those who have become that, Lord save us. Ooh, already bringing up God. So, I prefer talking, not because of what they have to say, but just a hope. But somehow, you can't hope that adults will ever become rational beings. I feel like you can still hope that, unless the idea is that people aren't really going to change once they become an adult, which is a little sad. I don't think that. Alright, next section. Aren't people absurd? Which is not a question. It ends with an exclamation mark, so I guess it's just a declaration. They never use the freedoms they do have. Hold on. Okay. They have freedom of thought. They demand freedom of speech. Nice roast there. I admit I do like freedom of speech, though. But perhaps it's true that freedom of speech is important because it brings about freedom of thought. But if you don't have freedom of thought, then what's the use? What's the point of having free speech? So a nice commentary there. I can't be bothered. That's just a complete sentence there. Just can't be bothered in general. Haven't we all been there? I can't be bothered to ride. Well, that's odd because you don't do much when riding besides just sitting. The motion is too violent. Okay. What if you went really slowly? Like one of those little trains at the zoo. Just kind of slowly go around a cage. That's not too violent. Unless you think that zoos are violent. And I suppose they are. Although, I don't know. That might be too broad a generalization. But I don't know. I don't think animals should be in zoos. But then, there are probably conservatories that, I'm not sure if that's the right word, but they are keeping animals alive. If they're endangered species. What turn am I on? I think this is turn 4. Anyways. I can't be bothered to walk. It's strenuous. Well, that's really unfortunate. You need to do some exercise or something. I can't be bothered to lie down. For either I'd have to stay lying down, and that I can't be bothered with, or I'd have to get up again, and I can't be bothered with that either. Oh, ooh. Either. Get into that either or. Oh. Big bad Bowser. In short, I just can't be bothered. Okay. So as I see, I can't be bothered is the thesis statement, and so we've had some nice arguments here. I'd have to stay lying down, and I can't be bothered with that. But once you're lying down, oh, what's this, you mock me? I don't remember mocking him. I guess I'm kind of mocking A a little bit. Damn, got squished. Give me the Bowser suit. No, dang it. Can't be bothered to stay laying down. Guess it can be. Takes a lot to try and amuse yourself when just lying down. The feeling that I'm supposed to be relaxing is itself a chore. Balloon of Doom. Okay, fine. Give me the rules. Yeah, let's listen to the rules. Alright, listen up, weaklings. I'm going to explain the rules of this game. So no snoozing! Okay. Just ground pound, but can I do it big and small or something? The higher, yeah, okay. The higher you jump. But if you overinflate, you roast. Like marshmallows at campfire. Okay. Continuing. As everyone knows, quite a claim, there are insects which die in the moment of fertilization. I don't know if everyone knows that, but I've heard of that. Thus it is with all joy. Life's supreme and most voluptuous moment of pleasure is attended by death. Is that true? Well, hold on. Is attended by death. What would be a... Thus it is life's supreme and most voluptuous moment of pleasure. Okay, so we're talking about sex here. And then after... Reminds me of the Schopenhauer line. Directly after copulation, the devil's laughter is heard. I guess it is true if we take a... Let's take a phallocentric perspective for the moment here. So, if an erection is life, when the male ejaculates, it's a sort of death, because penis shrinks, it gets small when it was big. That's my interpretation of it. Continuing, this is the main defect with everything human. Is this related to the last passage, or maybe this is something else? That it is only through opposition that the object of desire is possessed. Opposition to what? So let's see. I shan't speak of the various syndromes that can keep the psychologist busy. The melancholic has the best developed sense of humor. The most extravagant person is often the one most prone to picturesque. The dissolute one often the most moral. The doubter often the most religious. But simply recall that it is through sin that one first catches sight of salvation. Ooh, okay. Okay, I see. So, it's like the hedonic paradox that somebody who's always trying to maximize pleasure will not live a very pleasurable life. But I don't know if this is always correct. So, if I desire pleasure, I don't think that seeking pain, unless I was a sadomasochist, but I don't really think I am. At least not in the traditional way. But I'm not sure about that. It seems to lead to a sort of... But I don't know. Let's read examples, because maybe it's just talking about temperament or something. The most extravagant, the dissolute one, the doubter, okay. The melancholic has the best developed sense of humor. That reminds me of the Shrek meme. I might have to focus on this minigame because I'm just not good at it, to be honest. What are my controls? Oh, A, B, I think. It seems to be working. I was thinking it would be left or right. More fool me, I guess. Well, they are easy and normal, and Waluigi's hard, so there's a possibility that I will win. We'll see, though. Can't be too sure, but I can try. I have to admit, this is really not my favorite minigame, but it's decent enough. It's a good... It's not a good minigame, but it's good for a Mario Party game to have this kind of minigame that sucks. Okay. But it's fun. It's fun in a frustrating way. And, oh! Connecting with Kierkegaard, maybe. That you have to play a frustrating minigame to have fun. Ooh. Let's see. Besides my other numerous circle of acquaintances, I have one more intimate confidant, my melancholy. In the midst of my joy, in the midst of my work, he waves to me. He calls me to one side, even though physically I stay put. My melancholy is the most faithful mistress I have known. What wonder, then, that I love her in return? Well, hold on. Melancholy was at first male, he, but then it became female. Mistress, her. Maybe it's like God is male and female, man and woman in one. So is melancholy, maybe? Or maybe it's once he learns to love melancholy that it becomes feminine. Besides my other numerous circle of acquaintances. So I guess he does have acquaintances, which might not be the same as friends, but he has acquaintances. Old age realizes the dreams of youth. Okay, that sounds good. Look at Swift. In his youth, he built an asylum. In his old age, he himself entered it. Not sure if they're talking about a literal asylum here. Let's look at the endnote. I think they're talking about Jonathan Swift, the writer of Gulliver's Travels. Funny. And nope. Okay, 3. Dean Jonathan Swift, the satirist, died insane in 1745. Wow, I did not know that. Okay. So the dreams of youth. So I guess Swift wanted to be insane, and then... Or he was dreaming of being insane. Anyways, and then he became insane. I'm not sure what it means by youth. I know that at the end of Gulliver's Travels, Gulliver, you could say, becomes insane, or at least becomes a staunch misanthrope. Continuing, it should worry one to see with what hypochondriac profundity a former generation of Englishmen have discovered the ambiguity at the bottom of laughter. Okay? Thus, Dr. Hartley... Ooh, another endnote. Pretty fun. Ooh, Reverse-A-Bomb. Okay, let me look at the endnote before we play a Reverse-A-Bomb. The endnote's too long. Well, I can start it, maybe. Let's see. Okay, David Hartley, 1705-57, English physician and moral philosopher whose main works... Okay, we're not going to get to that. I got to focus on Reverse-A-Bomb. I think after this minigame, it's going to be the end of the episode anyways. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to finish the entire Diapsalmata, but that's fine. Whatever I read, I'll read, and who knows, I could. if I'm really enjoying it, I could always do it for the Bowser board as well, and really finish it. Ooh, geez, that one bomb is really... Get that away from me. Ah, damn. See, at that point, I should have just let it go. Oh, well. Come on. Alright. Let's finish this endnote. Okay, whose main works were an inquiry into the origin of the human appetites and affections, Lincoln 1747, and Observations on Man, His Frame, His Duty, and His Expectations, London 1749, an abridged version of which was published by his friend... Hold on, gotta pause this. Pause. Okay. The scientist Joseph Priestley, under the title Hartley's Theory of the Human Mind on the Principle of Association of Ideas, London 1775. Okay, I didn't really say anything very important, but okay. See you next episode.